Hi friends, it's Amanda. Welcome back for more Hit Kit Club inspiration. Joining you today for an August main kit only layout. And my design team assignment is to feature more than one photo in a creative way. So I've actually got the 5, and as you can see, 4 are from a set. And the other black and white one is from the same day, but it's a bit different. So I think this will be a good challenge for me. I'm using that gorgeous paper, Paint the Town, and I love this one. It really does look like fabulous paint swatches, and yeah, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? So I've cut it to a 3-inch by 12-inch strip, and I'm scoring at the 3-inch mark. And my thought was I could make a little, almost like a mini album to sit on my layout. So a little concertina fold, and my black and white photo is going to be the main photo on my page. I often use one single black and white photo. That's quite my style. And to be honest, it's not because it's my style. I actually find photos tell so much story that they can be really overwhelming for me, and it can be overstimulating. So I like to keep things simple, and by doing this little concertina album, I'm able to incorporate all the story from that, or all the photos from that morning, and but still tuck them away and have a single photo for my layout. So I actually really like this idea. I think it works for me, and I think that's important when you're creating, is that you make things that work for you and your stories and how you best like to see things. And yeah, so I've just gone and done 2 of those concertina folds, exactly the same. They're both the 3-inch strips, and they're scored at the 3-inch mark. Taped them together and put my photos in, and yeah, look at that. So when you pull on the photo, you'll see all the others inside. So I love that. I think that's really cute, and that it really does work for me and my style. However, because it is quite springy, it won't stay closed. So I just taped a little bit of ribbon from my stash on the back, and yeah, I think that will work. If you just, when you want to open it, you'll obviously have to engage and interact with this layout, and I think that's a nice element for my children's pages as well, because I really like them to pull the pages out. That's partly why I hide the journaling on the back as well. I think it's really sad if they just quickly flip through. It's nice to just slow down and look for all those hidden extra clues and fun parts. So yeah, now this gorgeous paper, the X Factor, is divine. I love X Factor, it's so cool. And I've been itching to use it. And I fussy cut it, and as I was fussy cutting it, I decided, you know what, rather than do an X, I'm just going to do half the X on one side. And then I sort of came up with this almost directional arrow. And because my son is looking the same way, you can see where it sort of was cut from, but I think this just works so well. And all of a sudden, I have an idea and I know what I'm doing now. And because it is a boy page and I want it to look quite masculine, instead of stitching today, I've opted to use just a few staples as well. I just like yeah, it makes it a little bit more edgy, doesn't it? So it's not a lot, but a little bit of hardware does make all the difference. So yeah, just a few staples. So doing the same on this half an X now, isn't it? This piece that I've fussy cut. And I've done it so, of course, it does sit at the 6-inch mark as well. And I kind of like that because I am still going to play on a vertical design as well as also running horizontally in alignment with those arrows. So yeah, very cool. Very happy with this, how this sort of is coming together now. And of course, I will staple those pieces as well. There we go. And I don't do a lot. I think it just a little goes a long way, you know, just a couple here and there. And I think, yeah, that's actually looking kind of cool now. And you can see, yeah, my photos, or my little mini album almost, of photos is going to sit there. I'm just going to tape that straight in on the back there, and that ribbon as well. So that will hold everything in place. There we go. Just make sure I'm happy. There you go, nice and firm. And then the Awesome Life chipboard stickers, they're pretty cool. And yeah, I like that one, Skate or Die. And there's some really cool pieces in the ephemera as well. And I liked that Rad and YOLO. I think there's an Epic coming. There's some really cool pieces. I did wonder about hiding the word Rad and just having, yeah, that little star sort of shape coming out. But I think I like it better with the word Rad. I think it is a bit more cool. Epic, yeah, it's really fun actually. It's quite a cool page already. So I'm going to put that skateboard straight in. I love that. It matches the colour scheme. It's boyish. It's a bit raw and ready and fun and adventurous, and that suits my boy. He's definitely adventurous when he's down at the beach under the jetty. Don't know if he's a skateboarder, but he definitely gets into the surf, that's for sure. And then I really like that title, Good Vibes. So I'm going to make, I toss and turn where this is going to go actually. I sort of start it further over, but then I connect it in the end because I think it's nice that it links to the actual photo. Good Vibes, and it definitely was a good vibes. We had such a fun morning that day. And there we go. And another chipboard sticker because, you know, he's my little superstar. And yeah, look, just going to glue all these little pieces in. I sort of think about moving the yellow, but I decide in the end it's kind of handy to stick it slightly hanging off the photograph because now it's the little tab that you pull once you've untied the bow on the ribbon to reveal those other pictures. So I think that works. I think that works really well. So yeah, and now getting to play with all the things. And this is always the best part, isn't it? Getting to, you know, once you've got your main sort of design in place, getting to embellish. And there are so many awesome things this month, every month at HipKit. That's why they always sell out. So if you do love what you see, make sure you are a subscriber at the HipKit Club because everything is so awesome and it always sells out. And I feel so bad that people say, oh, can we get this? And it's too late, it's all gone. And particularly with the August kits, because of course, so many subscriber exclusives and just exclusive HipKit collections, all the papers, all the ephemera, just amazing. So be sure to be a subscriber. I've got all the details in the description box below for you. And look, why wouldn't you want to be so good at the HipKit Club? We're so spoilt for beautiful product. I'm just using the alphas at the moment, the exclusive HipKit ones now. And inside all the O's were all these extra circles and dots, and I'm just using them as scatters around the page to build up the layout. And I did like one of the O's on the top of my bow there, just as an extra decorative piece and to bring attraction to the fact that it's there and you'll need to open it and remove it. And I don't know, I feel like it engages you more with that part of my layout. Look, just adding a few more in. I couldn't help myself. And I ran the words so rad, as I said, vertically down as well, because I'm going to do quite a vertical feature as well as running horizontal through my design. I think that'll be quite cool and quite busy and fun and yeah, perfect for my boy. So just adding those last little puffy stickers in and making sure I'm happy with how it's all sitting. Yes, I think I am happy with that. And what next? I couldn't help myself. I had to come in and use a few more of those smaller O's. And I just tucked them in beneath my photo just so they're just sort of peeking out and you just get that little hint of they're there. And some ephemera. And I couldn't get a lot of pieces to tie in particularly well, but I liked that this one said so fresh, but the fruit didn't really work for me. So I'm just going to snip out these pieces there and I'll trim it up. But even though I've trimmed it up, I actually sort of tuck it in under the skate and die skateboard. And I think, skate and die, I think it says skate or die. You can tell it's late and I'm struggling to read now. So yeah, so there we go. So tucking in so you don't see my bad cut in the end anyway. And it just says so fresh. And I think that works. You know, good vibes, so fresh, so rad, epic. It's very cool boy page. And then in keeping with very cool boy, I couldn't resist, the exclusive stamps from the main kit as well because they're just so cool. And I'm yet to make a layout without them this month. So that's my challenge at the moment. Can I use it on everything? And I think I probably can because this stamp is so versatile. And I didn't get the mixed media, the stamp kit, this month. So I apologize. I'm using some inks from my stash, but the colors tie in beautifully. But of course, if you did get the stamp kit, you know, those stamp colors were match made in heaven for these papers. So just repeat stamping epic and YOLO and simple but fun, and I think this looks really cool. And I'm going to run my stamping words down the left hand side again, following a more of a vertical design in a moment as well, and you'll see what I mean in a second. Just, it takes me a minute to decide on this, so I know I've done it now, but when I was making it, I was sort of, at first I was randomly stamping, and then I realised I needed to offset that 6-inch cut paper on the right hand side. So here we go. Yeah, look at that. So it's almost like I've almost done pattern paper and stamping almost. And then with some leftover ink, I just added a little bit of water because I needed just a few splatters to break it all up, I think, just to, yeah, finish it off. And it's only soft and subtle, but that's what I needed, just a little bit around my photo. And yeah, look at that. I'm really happy with how this looks, actually. It's really fun. And of course, it's got that fantastic interactive element where you've got all the extra photos so you can see out it pops. Here we go. Ta-da! That's so cool. I actually think this is so rad. I'm very inspired. I hope I've inspired you though. If you've got questions or comments, please don't hesitate to pop them down below. And look, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a wonderful, happy arty days. Bye.